Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today for our first ever, this is the inaugural one, Polish American Heritage Month celebration. So without further ado, I introduce to you your Illinois State Comptroller, Susana Mendoza.
Thank you. Dzień dobry. Excuse me. Okay, I think I'm okay. I had a frog in my throat there. Well, dzień dobry. It's wonderful to see you all. Good morning on what is our first Polish Heritage Month celebration. I'm thrilled to see so many great people in this room, and I want to start by thanking our wonderful friend and leader here for the Polish community, our Consul General, Regina Radkowska. Thank you, my friend, for being here to honor these amazing honorees. I've been wanting to do this event for so long, and I'm thrilled that we've been able to put this together with an amazing list of honorees. Thank you. I need this water. Okay, the Polish community, as we know, is very strong in Illinois. Of course, the largest contingent is right here in the Chicago area, and Polish traditions and heritage are an important part of our city's landscape and cultural scene. I am a proud American and also very proud to be the daughter of Mexican immigrants. But I felt right at home in Poland this summer from Gdańsk to Krakow. What a beautiful country, and even more so, what beautiful people. I feel such strong ties to the Polish community. My husband, David, is Polish, and we were so happy to be able to bring David's parents, Ed and Helene Sostak, to Poland this year. It was not just my husband or my in-laws, but also our 12-year-old son, David, who is half Polish, half Mexican. But for him to be one of only, I shouldn't say only, one of 18 grandchildren, but the only one to get to go to Poland with his grandparents, I think is a memory he will always have and never forget. And everyone will wish that they were our son of his cousins. What a special thing to be able to celebrate my in-laws going to Poland for the very first time with them. So it was amazing. Our family has participated in so many events in and around the city, like the Taste of Polonia, which is always such a blast, and of course the Polish Constitution Day Parade. I was also honored this year to be named a friend of Polonia. So thank you very much for that. But today is about all of you, our 8 trailblazers that are being recognized here today. You are business leaders, entrepreneurs, and advocates, all making your mark and making Illinois that much better while preserving your Polish heritage. I'd like to tell you a little bit about each of our honorees. Then I'll have them each come up to the podium, say a few words, and we're going to take a picture. Eric, where would you like us to stand for that? Right in front of the podium? Okay, very good. So I will say a few words. I'll ask you to come up. We will take a photo in front of the podium, and then the microphone will be all yours. Okay? Our first honoree, let's start with Bogdan Pukszta, Executive Director of the Polish American Chamber of Commerce. Bogdan was born in Poland, but has lived in Chicago for more than 40 years. He helped found the Polish American Chamber of Commerce and has served as their leader for several years. Prior to that, Bogdan worked in higher education, managing foreign language programs and institutional international relations. He also managed his own consultant practice, specializing in business planning, market assessment, and multilingual and cross-cultural communication. In addition, Bogdan has acted as a liaison and advisor in relation to international projects in Poland and elsewhere, and helped plan and chair major international conferences. Bogdan is also active in his community, serving on the board and as president of the Polish American Economic Forum. He has also been involved in several other organizations, including the Association of International Education Administrators, the Chicago Council on Global Affairs, the Educational Subcommittee of the Warsaw-Chicago Sister Cities Committee, and the Chicago chapter of the Warsaw, Poland-based, Business Center Club. His work to promote ties between the U.S. and Poland has been recognized by the Illinois General Assembly. Bogdan was also awarded the Golden Cross of Merit and the Knight's Cross of the Order of Merit of the Republic of Poland by the President of Poland for his distinguished contribution to cooperation between Poland and the United States of America. Bogdan earned graduate degrees from the University of Silesia in Poland and the University of Chicago. So please, Bogdan, come up and say a few words. Bogdan, woo!
Thank you. Thank you, Comptroller Mendoza, for recognizing me along the other trailblazers of our state who are of Polish origin and who are here today. I understand that this is the first time you're organizing such an award ceremony to celebrate Polish-American Heritage Month, so it's really a privilege to be among the first honorees. Thank you again. For me, it's also an honor to receive this award from you as one of the top elected officials of the state of Illinois and a top vote getter. As such, and as a successful daughter of immigrants, I hope you'll be an example to follow and an inspiration for Americans of Polish origin to pursue political offices and careers. We could certainly use more of them in Chicago and in Illinois to balance things off.
Yes.
As I accept this honor today, I am also mindful that I may have caught your office's attention as someone who's involved with the Polish-American Chamber of Commerce. And as an organization man, I'll be happy to share today's recognition with my chamber friends and colleagues, such as Łukasz Dudka, who's on the board. Since 2016, when your tenure as Illinois State Comptroller began, it's been remarkably easy and a pleasure for our Chamber of Commerce to exchange information and collaborate with your office staff. We appreciate the Polish Americans your office employs. Thank you again.
Thank you. And on that note, a very special thank you to Wesley and Violeta, who are on our team here and speak beautiful Polish, and were also instrumental in helping me decide where I should go in Poland on this trip. So thank you again for your support today and always. We're very proud of them. Okay, thank you, Bogdan. Wonderful job, and it's a pleasure to work with you and all of the businesses that you represent as the president of the chamber. So thank you for your leadership in everything you do. Okay, our next honoree is Justyna Haluch. She's over there. There she is, yes. Founder and owner of I Love Grill and Lemonade. A social activist, philanthropist, and community leader operating on many levels. Justyna is a benefactor and sponsor of numerous church and community projects throughout the Chicagoland area. Her company, I Love Grill and Lemonade, has been thriving for nearly 8 years. She was born in Poland, completing primary school in Brzesko. Did I say that correctly? Yes. And later attended Foreman High School in Chicago. She continued her education at Wright Community College. From organizing small gatherings for 10 guests to large-scale events for up to 10,000. Justyna's company provides full culinary services for major festivals such as Polish Fest in Milwaukee, the Taste of Polonia in Chicago, and Pierogi Fest in Indiana, and has been serving Festival Polonese since its inception. Justyna is an ambassador of Polish street food, promoting Polish culinary culture at both American and Polish schools. In just 8 years, her team has served nearly 500,000 people across the U.S. in states like Minnesota, Wisconsin, Indiana, Michigan, Iowa, and of course, the very best, Illinois. She has built her own fleet of food trucks and trailers, serving dishes ranging from traditional Polish cuisine to American classics and authentic barbecue. What's even more exciting is that Justyna plans to open her own restaurant and banquet hall next year. Excuse me. I Love Grill and Lemonade has been recognized for its success, winning first place for best Polish food at Pierogi Fest in 2022. What a testament to outstanding quality and authenticity of Justyna's creations. Her idea to organize the Great Oktoberfest in 2023, a 3-day event and displays, has now become an annual tradition, continuing for 3 consecutive years. This year, the event was held in Harwood Heights, attracting thousands of guests who enjoyed delicious food and, of course, excellent beer. In 2024, Justyna was honored with the prestigious Now Poland Award and has also received numerous awards for her culinary accomplishments. Through strong partnerships with other organizations and parishes, Justyna has gained recognition not only in the secular community, but also within the Catholic Church. One of her notable initiatives is a charitable program, Support Through Food. Justyna is a devoted mother of 2, successfully balancing family life and business responsibilities, which, as we know, is in and of itself a feat to accomplish. So, Justyna, your husband's here too, right back there, the proud guy with the camera. So, they're a team, and every time I see her, I also see him. And so today we celebrate you, but also a shout out to your husband, who's such a great supporter. Lastly, let me just, ad-lib a little bit here and say that the Polonia Fest at Copernicus Center would not be the success that it is without you. Truly, that is like the only place I think I eat. I should be trying all of the vendors, but hers is just so over-the-top awesome. She's the first person you see when you get in through the gates. And what an ambassador to Poland. It is the biggest smile. It is the best customer service. She is like a ray of sunshine in everyone's life. And so I'm very, very pleased that I can see someone with such an entrepreneurial spirit, but also such a giving spirit to others. That's how I think of you, Justyna. So that is why we honor you today for all of what I said, but also just the beautiful human being that you are. So thank you, and come on up.
Thank you so much. I can be here. Thank you for Susan to be honored to be here. Yes, I am from Poland. I born in Poland, and my dream when I coming here, my dream to show for American people how to Polish people from the taste Polish food. My dream to got it open first the food trucks, the festivals with the Polish tradition food. Right now, I got it float of the food truck. My dream is coming. My other dream, it's my life. It's open the little, not too much, maybe not too little, but open the bar with the banquet, and the name is Polska Chata.
The big one.
The big one, Polska Chata, but we want to learn the American and Polish tradition about the Polish. Cooking, it's my passion cooking, and I am so happy when the customers come to me and say for me, Justyna, your food is good, the food is delicious. I am so happy the customers like it, and that's my dream to cooking here. Now I learn for my 2 kids the Polish tasting, the Polish tradition. We like Easter time, Christmas time, we learn pierogi, how to make it, and makowiec. They must be had. I want to say thank you so much for Susan. She coming every year to Taste of Polonia. She coming with the good words to good, like say, you got it, you're a good job, you make it. I want to say thank you so much. Violetta and Wiesław, it's Polish people, and they showing the people we can do it, not sitting only and nothing to do. And one more time, thank you so much. I can be here with fantastic people here.
Is she not the cutest thing ever? She's so sweet. I mean, it just makes me happy just to be around her. So thank you. Okay, next up is Łukasz Dudka, General Manager with Alliance Printers and Publishers. As GM of Alliance Printers and Publishers, Łukasz publishes the Polish Daily News, which is the world's oldest continuously printed Polish language newspaper. He has really revitalized the Polish Daily News by launching several full-color special editions, literary contests for students of Polish language, and large-scale community events, while overseeing 2 major website redesigns and securing over $500,000 in grants. In 2025, Łukasz oversaw complete redesign of the newspaper's layout. Łukasz was born in Poland and received the Prime Minister of Poland Scholarship in high school. He earned a master's degree in international business relations from the University of Economics in Krakow and moved to the United States in 2003. Łukasz has a strong media background, previously working with Polish radio stations in Chicago and earning Journalist of the Year honors in 2018 and then again in 2024. He serves on the boards of the Polish American Chamber of Commerce and the You Can Be My Angel Foundation, and co-organizes Next, Talks for the Future Generation, a conference inspiring Polish American youth. In fact, I was just at his conference on Saturday, and it blew my socks off. It was amazing. The only downside was that I did not bring my 12-year-old son, because next year I will not make that mistake. I want him to be in that room, to be inspired the way I was with the success of so many young Polish kids, some who are no longer kids, but young adults who are really excelling in life and had amazing, amazing advice for that next generation. So what a wonderful event. I'm still talking about it. So next year, I plan to be there with family in tow. Now, Łukasz has been recognized for his work, winning the Polish American Congress's Community Service Award in 2022. And this year, he was given the Outstanding Pole Abroad Personality Award. He lives in Bloomingdale with his wife, Bożena, and their sons, Philip and David, just like mine, yes. Let's get a photo and hear more about your work, Łukasz, but thank you so much for your leadership.
Comptroller Mendoza, thank you so much. Thank you for including me in this inaugural class of the Polish Heritage Month honorees. I'm even more honored when I look at the diversity and the huge accomplishments of my fellow honorees. And Polonia has so much to offer, and thank you for recognizing that potential in us, and thank you for being close to the community that you are essentially part of. You are a great inspiration to all of us and a wonderful role model. I want to dedicate this award to my family, because without their support, nothing, honestly, nothing would be possible. We need strong foundation, and those foundations are given by our families. We need the support in everything that we do. And again, we get that from our families. Obviously, majority of what I do is focused around the Polish daily news, the living chronicle of accomplishments of Polonia in Chicago. And Comptroller, I'm going to circle back to you again, because you are a huge part of that chronicle that we build. Thank you for being close to us, and thank you for all your contribution to Chicago's Polonia. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Łukasz. And you know, one of my favorite visits to you was that time that you brought out all the newspapers, including one from 1908 when the Cubs won the World Series. You know, I was a Sox fan, but I still am. But it was still really cool to see this front page, 1908, with the Cubs winning the World Series. So pretty cool. So, I mean, if you ever have the chance and you're a history nerd like that, you should go visit his newspaper, because the archives that they have are just fascinating. So thank you for sharing that with me. Okay, our next honoree is Mario Mikoda. Mario's wife, the lovely Agata Bach, will be accepting on his behalf because Mario could not make it, but we love Mario and nonetheless want to honor him today. So let me share a few words about Mario. He's a president of Copernicus Center Foundation. And Mario's a dedicated public servant and a proud advocate for the Polish-American community in Illinois. His lifelong commitment to public service, cultural preservation, and community engagement reflects a deep sense of duty and pride in his Polish heritage. For over 25 years, Mario has been actively involved in civic and cultural organizations, including his ongoing role in the president of the Copernicus Center Foundation, one of the Midwest's leading Polish cultural institutions, as well as the past president of the Chicago Society of the Polish National Alliance, the oldest Polish-American organization in the entire United States. Mario works for the state of Illinois as a lead inspector in the Department of Financial and Professional Regulations Athletic Unit, and is also a Schiller Park public officer. Wow, a real public servant, as I started off saying. Thank you to Mario, please, I got that, for his service to the state and commitment to public safety. Mario has earned many honors for his work, including the Knight's Cross of the Order of Merit of the Republic of Poland and the Polonia Semper Fidelis Order, Commandery for authentic and engaged service to the Catholic League for religious assistance to Poland and Polonia. He has also received a Certificate of Excellence from the Office of Cook County Treasurer Maria Pappas, honoring his continued dedication to strengthening the Polish-American community across Illinois. Mario, as I said, couldn't be here today, but his wife, Agata, will be accepting the award on his behalf. So Agata, if you could please come up and say a few words on behalf of your amazing husband, we welcome you to the podium. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. It is a true honor to accept this meaningful recognition on behalf of my husband, Mario Mikoda, who couldn't come here today. We are both very grateful, and this means so much to him. So, Ms. Mendoza, thank you so much for your support and for having us here today. Thank you.
It's our pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please send him our love and recognition.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Our next honoree is none other than Richard Owsiany. Owsiany, I should say, president of the Polish Museum of America. Richard was born and raised in Chicago and is the son of Gabriel, a soldier in the Polish 1st Armored Division. He was immersed in Polish culture from a young age, attending several Polish language schools. Owsiany is a graduate of Notre Dame High School for Boys DePaul University, where he founded the DePaul University Polish Club and the Keller Graduate School of Management. Richard serves as manager of labor relations in the law department of the Chicago Transit Authority, overseeing contracts and labor issues for unionized employees. His previous roles include director of the Grievance Center and member services for the Service Employees International Union, and chief legislative analyst for the Chicago City Council's Committee on Intergovernmental Relations under Alderman Roman Paczynski. Richard has been deeply involved with the Polish Scouting organization since childhood. As a Scoutmaster in Chicago, he leads both Boy Scout and Cub Scout troops while serving on the Chicago, national, and international boards of directors. He has organized summer camps, leader training, and cultural programs, instilling Scouting principles in generations of Polish youth. And I love this. Richard is also an accomplished choreographer and former dancer in Polish folk dance, having contributed to countless cultural events, debutante balls, and the White and Red Ball. Richard has served as president of the Polish Museum of America since 2014. He played a big role in revitalizing Chicago's historic Polish Triangle. Richard led the Chicago Intercollegiate Council and held executive positions with the Polish American Congress, Polish American Foundation, Copernicus Foundation, and Festival Polonaise. Richard has been awarded the Silver Cross of Merit from the Polish government in exile, the Gold Officer's Cross from the Republic of Poland, and the Civic Award from the Polish American Congress. Richard is who I think of when I think of the Polish American Museum in Chicago. Like, they're synonymous with each other to me. In my years in public service, going to that museum every year for the Pulaski Day recognition and celebration, like, I see his pride of heritage, of his culture. He wears it on his sleeve, visibly on his heart. Whatever clothes he's wearing, it's like boom, 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 Poland. And the history that is in that man's head is something that all of us, if we just had a little sliver of it, would feel like we're masters in Polish history. So Richard, thank you for doing such an amazing job representing the Polish community, but certainly keeping the history and the heritage of what that represents alive through your work and dedication at the museum. So please come on up, be recognized, and we'd love to hear from you as well.
Well, Susanna, thank you so much to be in this group of friends, because they are friends and people who I've worked with over the years, and it's really an honor for me to be recognized for the work that I do. You know, thinking what kind of comments I would make here today, I thought about, you know, people who have influenced me, and obviously it always starts with home and family, with my mother and my father instilling in me my Polish heritage. Even though I was born here, went to Polish school, went to Polish Scouts, started the Polish clubs in high school, started the Polish club at DePaul, and continued. But you know, along that path, there were mentors, people who influenced me to who I am today, and the belief in volunteerism is so important for any community, whether it's Polish, Mexican, African American, doesn't matter. You know, people who volunteer give up of their time, they give up of their ideas, they give up everything they can to support a cause that they believe in. And like Łukasz dedicated, you know, his award today to his family, I also want to dedicate it to my parents, especially my father, who was a soldier in the 1st Polish Armored Division under General Maczek, the famous army unit that stormed Normandy and ended up in Germany, and you know, and the Germans capitulating in Wilhelmshaven. But I also want to dedicate this award to my mentors over the years. You mentioned in my bio, you know, one of my biggest mentors was Roman Puczynski. He was an unbelievable government official, an unbelievable person who believed in Polonia, who got it from his mother as well, Lydia Puczyńska, who instilled in him his Polishness, again, who was also born in the United States. But to all those people, and one group that's really had impacted my life is Polish Scouts. You know, there's something about scouting that instills into you, ownership, development, and leadership. And I'm grateful to the instructors who had faith in me and instilled into me the scouting spirit, but with the Polishness added to it, and that's very important. And today, I'm fulfilling that role in mentoring a lot of kids that come through the troops that I'm involved with, through the training camps that we do, through the summer camps that we do. It's always a joy to see kids, who've moved on in life and are adults. I had one kid, for example, came in and he stopped by our troop meeting, and I was like, wow, it's great to see you. I haven't seen you in 5 years. And he had joined the Marine Corps. He goes, I wanted to stop by and thank you. I said, thank me for what? He says, all those summer camps, you made us do all those knots and tying up and making all that stuff. When I went through boot camp, I passed it with the breeze. I knew everything as I went into boot camp. And it's those kind of stories that make me believe that what we do as volunteers is all worth it. So Susana, thank you so much. I've been really grateful for this, and thank you for all your support in coming to the museum, and we really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for that. Scouting is so important. My son David is a scout. He's 12 now and loves the camps. As a matter of fact, when he's 14, I guess next year when he's 13, they're going to let him work at the camp for no money, but he's going to be a counselor in training. Is that the name of it? CIT. And then when he's 14, they're going to actually give him a job where he can make money. I got to figure that out because I have to open up a Roth IRA for him, once he starts earning income, which I recommend to everyone who has kids who are working. So as soon as I can put him to work, I'm going to, Richard. But he has learned so much from his time in Scouts. And, I recommend it to anyone who has children. It's whether they're boys or girls. They can learn leadership skills, learn life skills, and, socialization skills. Certainly as an only child, that has been a really, really great avenue for us to make sure that our son understands sharing, not everything goes his way, but then how to, build a team and survive if they get lost in the woods. So thank you. Okay, so moving on. We have our next honoree is an amazing person. This is Robert Radkowski, Senior Vice President and Head of Midwest District Polish and Slavic Credit Union. Robert Radkowski came to the United States in 1991 as a Polish immigrant and has since built a successful career in banking spanning 27 years. He's a dedicated professional who has long served the Polish American community, earning a reputation as an engaged, trusted advocate. Robert graduated from Foreman High School and went on to study at a private Catholic institution, Dominican University, where he earned a Bachelor of Arts in Business Administration with a focus on marketing and communications. He has spent the last 10 years with the Polish and Slavic Federal Credit Union, bringing his extensive banking experience and community focus to serve Polish Americans with dedication and care. Let me tell you something about this man. He is present anywhere and everywhere that I go or have gone as your state controller. Not just in the area that you might expect him to be, which would be like the Polish American community per se, where the bulk of them are, but everywhere, literally everywhere, including with his leadership at the Polish Slavic Union, Federal Credit Union, even in the furthest southern tip of the state of Illinois, Cairo, Illinois, a place that is forgotten. It truly is the most forgotten place in our state. It is the poorest city in all of America. Happens to unfortunately be in the state of Illinois, in Cairo, Illinois. And every year when I go there, and I have since I started as controller, to do a Thanksgiving giveaway for, I think 150 residents that get chosen by the non-for-profit in the area that knows who the most needy folks are in that community. We give away turkeys, we give away all the trimmings, so it's not just a frozen turkey, it's a turkey with the trimmings, real vegetables, all of the things that should give someone dignity to be able to get around a table and feel that one day they have a real Thanksgiving, like everyone wishes they had, and so many people take for granted. One of our biggest sponsors of that event is Robert Radkowski, and he has been since the first time I asked him, which was that first year when he said, what can I do to help? Is there any community that you need us to participate in? We will be there to help the community. And he has gone on to open up other federal credit unions, Polish Slavic federal credit unions. I was recently at one in May, I think it was, in Bolingbrook, one of my old hometowns as well. I was born in Chicago, lived in Woodridge for a little bit, lived in Bolingbrook, went to high school there, then came back to Chicago right after graduating college. But Bolingbrook has a special place in my heart. And he was there to cater to the Polish community there, but everyone else who needs good federal credit union services. This is a business and a representative for that bank that is much more, they're not looking just to have customers. They're looking to be civic partners and really good friends to the communities that they serve. And in this case, they don't serve Southern Illinois, but they actually do every year have a bigger presence in Southern Illinois than most anyone else in Southern Illinois. The laborers in Southern Illinois are our valued partners. They step up big for their folks. But I think it says even more that we have someone from Chicago who has really no direct correlation at all to the folks in Cairo, who every year has been there to help us make sure that they have a wonderful, dignified Thanksgiving. And we also do donations from Krispy Kreme, which is pretty awesome. Everybody loves that. So, that's a different story. But the point is, thank you, Robert, for your help in making sure that everyone in Illinois is helped. Not just the people whose business you want to obviously be able to cater to in your line of work, but more importantly, those who might never ever be exposed to a federal credit union, the Polish Slavic one to be specific. You're helping them every day. And for that, on behalf of the 12 million plus people that I represent as state controller, thank you for doing your part to help each and every one of them whenever you can, or certainly whenever you've been asked. Thank you so much, and please come on up to receive your recognition.
Wow, what can I say? I think this was the nicest introduction I've ever received in my professional and personal career. Thank you so much, Susana. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to congratulate my fellow recipients. I am so privileged and honored to be in the first wave of this recognition, and I hope this continues for years to come. Working with you and your office, Wesley, Violetta, Luisa, everyone on your staff, it's just been wonderful. So thank you for your commitment, your partnership. You're a good friend of mine, a friend of Polonia, and a friend of Polish and Slavic Federal Credit Union. So it makes me feel good that we have a great connection, someone who is able to connect local leaders. You just made the introduction to Mayor Alexander from Bolingbrook, and we just opened up our 8th office. So it was just nice to get to know that person, find my ways around Bolingbrook, and the branch is doing very well, extraordinarily well. So I'd like to thank you for making that connection as well. I am receiving this award on behalf of the Polish and Slavic Federal Credit Union, a credit union that has been doing business for the last 50 years. Actually, next December will mark our 50th anniversary. A organization that was started by a priest and group of volunteers in Brooklyn, New York. That's where the big wave of immigrants was coming to the U.S. Through Ellis Island. And it was just a small little table at a canteen in Brooklyn, New York. So we fast forward 50 years, 23 branches in 5 different states, 2.7 billion in assets, and it's all been organic growth. So I feel good and great to serve as an advocate for the Polish and Slavic credit union, and for the communities, the Polish-speaking communities in which we serve. So we have over 135,000 members, and still growing. So I'd like to thank Susana. Thank you for being a great friend. Thank you for the kind words, great introduction, and I hope this tradition continues for many years to come.
Thank you. Here you go, Robert. Thank you, Robert. Okay, continuing on, we have Sylvia Lisiecki, marketing strategist and founder of One-on-One Consulting and Business Forum. Sylvia is a dynamic and trusted marketing expert, business consultant, and community leader based in the Chicago area. She's the founder of One-on-One Consulting, providing highly personalized marketing strategies, social media management, and branding solutions that help entrepreneurs and small business owners build visibility, attract customers, and grow with confidence. And wow, she is also the founder of the Business Forum, a fast-growing business-to-business networking platform that connects professionals through powerful in-person events as well as online communities. Sylvia has built and manages multiple Facebook groups and pages focused on entrepreneurship, wellness, and Polish-American connections, providing valuable spaces where thousands of members can share resources, referrals, and real conversations that drive collaboration. She's passionate about real connections, not just algorithms, and regularly organizes local networking events that bring professionals together to exchange ideas. As the co-founder of the Wellness Trends Healthy Living Expo, she puts on one of the largest wellness-focused events in the region, promoting healthy lifestyles, natural products, and holistic living. Her efforts support not just business growth, but personal well-being and community empowerment. Sylvia is fluent in Polish and is active in cultural organizations and events. Her goal is to bring together Polish heritage and modern business success. Above all, Sylvia is a proud mother to Julia, a 20-year-old student at the University of Illinois, whose drive and ambition continue to inspire her both personally and professionally. So please come on up, Sylvia, and we'd love to hear more. Come on up.
Hello. At my work, I have to be very creative. So today, it's another day at work. Please welcome live chat GPT.
Buenos días.
Buenos días. Dzień dobry.
Chciałam wszystkich powitać w swoim ojczystym języku polskim. ChatGPT przetłumaczy to na 2 języki.
Hola, buenos días. Estoy muy orgullosa, soy aquí. Gracias, señora Mendoza, para la invitación. Gracias a usted.
Oh, she is. Good morning. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you, Ms. Mendoza, and thank you to all of you. Look at this. Isn't that fantastic? Yes. Excellent.
And of course, I'd like to say in Polish. Chciałam po polsku teraz Państwa zaprosić, żebyście wyciągnęli swoje telefony i polubili mój profil Sylvia Lisiecki albo skontaktowali się ze mną tam przy bufecie.
Quiero ahora pregunta utilizar tus celulares y buscar de mi profilo de Instagram, por favor.
Oh, she would like for you to check your cell phones and look for her Instagram profile.
Oczywiście chciałam wszystkich zaprosić na moje kolejne wydarzenie. Już jutro w Wooddale można dołączyć do spotkania networkingowego.
Y también quiero invitarlas todos usted para mi evento de mañana en Wooddale.
And she'd also like to invite all of us to her event tomorrow in Woodville.
Oczywiście, także chciałam Państwa zaprosić na Targi Zdrowego Stylu Życia, które odbędą się już w marcu 2026 w Szamburgu.
Y también quiero invitarlas todos para mi negocio. Es el próximo año en marzo. Se llama Health and Wellness Evento.
Okay, and she'd also like to invite us all to next year's event, her health and wellness event in ¿dónde es?
¿Cuál ciudad? Where is it?
March.
Marzo.
No,
14
Marzo,
March.
but where?
Schaumburg.
In Schaumburg. Yes, so her health and wellness event next year in March in Schaumburg. We're inviting them. Yes.
I oczywiście bardzo promuję polonijne media, w tym Dziennik Związkowy, bo uwielbiam czytać gazety i książki.
Me gusta promover las redes sociales de Polonia, pero también me gusta leer libros en Polonia idioma.
Oh, nice. So she loves to promote the social media websites in Polish, but she also loves to read books in Polish, or read in Polish. Yes.
ChatGPT, it's wrong, because I mentioned Dziennik Związkowy.
Lo siento, ella dijo periódico, no redes sociales. El periódico Dziennik Związkowy. Disculpa.
Wrong, which we know. No. Always trust ChatGPT. We know this. This perfect example. She says, I was clear that I said I like to read the Polish newspaper. Łukasz's Polish newspaper, not the social media.
Oczywiście zapraszam Państwa wszystkich do korzystania z moich usług promowania biznesu w sieci.
Quiero invitarlas todos a utilizar mis servicios de mi página.
Very good. So she would also like to invite everyone to utilize her services on her page.
Dziękuję bardzo.
Gracias a usted.
Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Wow, that's a first. I don't think anybody's ever done that before. So, you know, it happened here, ladies and gentlemen. That was a trifecta. And so, look, all kidding aside, I love it that right here we had 3 languages being spoken in this city. We had English, obviously, which I started off with. Then we had Polish, and we had Spanish. And as I've said many times, I think that the languages that we speak and the differences of how we look is something that should be celebrated and not targeted. So I think this shows the beauty of what Chicago is. Everyone here, all 3 of us, speak multiple languages. That's a good thing. It brings us together. And rather than get upset about living in this beautiful country of America, where you hear someone speak a language other than English, we should celebrate that, and you should, in fact, learn another language. It will open up an entire new world to you. It will open up new relationships to you, and it will actually make you a happier person. So thank you. Muchas gracias. Dziękuję. Okay, very good. I thought I lost my place here. Okay, and last but not least, right? I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, making sure. Okay, last but not least. This person's so great, okay. Tadeusz Gondek, co-owner, Top Quality Hardwood Flooring, Inc. Tadeusz is originally from Poland and immigrated to the United States at the age of 25 in pursuit of new opportunities and a better future. With hard work, determination, and a deep passion for craftsmanship, Tadeusz began his career by installing and repairing hardwood floors. His strong work ethic and dedication to quality quickly earned him a stellar reputation in the industry. After gaining all of this experience, Tadeusz opened a hardwood floor distribution center, serving both contractors and homeowners with premium flooring products and exceptional service. Today, Top Quality Hardwood Flooring is a well-established hardwood flooring company with 2 thriving locations. Beyond business, Tadeusz remains deeply involved in the Polish-American community. He is a proud supporter of numerous Polish cultural, charitable, and social initiatives across the entire Chicagoland area. Through his professional success and community engagement, Tadeusz continues to embody the values of integrity, perseverance, and pride in his heritage. I want to say that while I talked about his business here in Chicago, which of course I have visited and been super impressed at, what's really, really cool is that he also has done the flooring for one of the best museums in all of Poland with wood from the United States of America. So not only are his products sold here, but he is a world-class player in this flooring industry, and we have him right here in our own neck of the woods, Chicago, Illinois, and surrounding suburbs. So Tadeusz, thank you for being such a shining example, something for so many people to look up to and who they can as well become through hard work, an incredible work ethic as I've seen you have, but also your amazing personality, the way that you bend over backwards to help others. You are someone that so many people, including myself, look up to. So there's no way I was going to have this event without all of you being on it. But since we're wrapping up with you, I just want everyone to know that I'm very, very proud of this entire cast of honorees, but also very, very proud of our last honoree here. As I said, last but certainly not least. Teddy, please come on up.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Susana, for this award. Yeah. Thank you so much for visiting my store. It was a pleasure to have you in my place. Yeah, I am the co-owner for top quality flooring for 23 years, and we got, like you say before, 2 locations. Thank you so much again. I don't have enough words to thanks for that. I'm so surprised, but I'm so happy. Have it.
You're so humble.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Have a nice day, everyone.
I thought you were going to give like a woo, because he's like, if you hang out with this guy, trust me, he is like a massive personality, so wonderful. But as you can tell, very humble, very, very humble. And so I think that's one of the qualities that all of these folks have. But today is not about them being humble. It's about giving them the recognition that they deserve for their amazing accomplishments, as well as the wonderful role models that each and every one of them are to that next generation coming up the ranks. So I'd really just want to end by saying thank you to all of you for coming out to honor these individuals. Thank you to our honorees themselves for a lifetime of public service or of service to the public in different ways, whether it's entrepreneurial or it's in government service, or in teaching history and culture, or of accessing information for other people to go on and be successful by connecting the dots. You know, one of the things that I say all the time about how we could do so much more in any aspect, in any community, and frankly, all communities, whether it's the business community, whether it's government, you know, whether it's just people, is that we could do a much better job of connecting dots. There are a ton of amazing people doing incredible work in the city of Chicago, in every sector you can think of. And so many of them are operating in silos. And so I think what we see here today is that every single person on this panel knows each other. I can't say that about every other group that we've honored. Like, some people might know each other, but not every person knows each other. But every person on this panel is in a very different line of work. It's a testament to the closeness of the Polish community. It's a testament to the strength of the Polish community that they help each other, and in turn will help people completely outside of their community, as I mentioned, for example, with Robert and Cairo. I feel like that's the most awesome example of how far their reach goes, but it's also showing that they're still all one very tight-knit loving, hardworking, supportive community. So thank you all for the work that you do in helping others, but also in preserving the Polish heritage and culture, and especially when it comes to setting that example for our youth. Lastly, I'm going to ask all the honorees to come on up to take a photo as a group. I'm also going to love it if, of course, the Consul General join us for all those photos, and as well as any family members. I would be happy to do individual shots with the individual honorees. If anybody wants to join in on those, happy to do that. And then lastly, I know that you're all going to want to stick around and enjoy the delicious food catered by our very own honoree, Justyna Haluch's company, which is I Love Grill and Lemonade. That is the prettiest setup we've had since we've done any of these heritage ceremonies in the 9 years or so. I don't know that we've been doing them for 9 years, but close enough. Over the last few years. We had a few years that we couldn't do them. We had to do only online because of COVID and all that. But we're back now, and so there's no way we wanted to move forward without including your community. And thank you for that beautiful spread. Thank you. All right. Thanks, everybody.